And we're live.
Do you remember those Japanese videos from like 10 years ago where it'd be like, look at this robot and it looks like an ATM that like walks 3 steps and falls over? Just like
Yes.
that was just 10 years ago. And now I saw a video comparing it. And this new one can like, it can run, it can jump over things. You can kick it and it'll recover and balance.
Dude, I watched a video in like 1987. Now, this is when like Terminators were dropping and stuff. And in that video, they explained that robots are not going to take over the earth. They're not even sophisticated enough to cross the street yet. Apparently, it was a problem, like detecting how fast the cars were going and stuff like that. I learned that robots can't cross a busy street. And I held on to that fact way too long. It was like 15 years later. And I'm like, guys, you don't even know. Robots can't cross the street. As if they were stuck like I was.
It's like 9/11 was 5 years ago. And you're talking about a clip from 1987.
He's out there sending emails to Boston Dynamics. You got this all wrong. You need to be thinking about
you're like linking them shitty, grainy footage of a 1983 60 Minutes.
Proving my point.
Finn. Oh, go ahead, Kyle.
I was going to talk more about robots. I saw this little GIF on Reddit, and it was like there was a cleaning robot. It was just like this little. It looked like a copy machine, but at the base of it, it's got like squeegees and like those rotating like scrubber brushes, and it was in a mall, just moving along rather slowly, perfectly cleaning the floor. And it was like a super Roomba, like an industrial Roomba. The thing probably weighed 250 pounds. And then there's like an old man with a mop, and he's just staring at it like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Like you tell he was just like, shit. If you're a 65-year-old janitor in a mall, how much longer did you think that gig was going to last anyway? Right? Like, I'm surprised they even clean the malls anymore.
What about those grocery stacking robots? Have you seen those? I've heard they're out in public. Are you about to say that too?
Wait, grocery stacking?
Yeah, there's robots that go around and they'll see like, okay, this is out of stock. Just reach a little claw out and put stuff back.
Oh, that's
I've also
cool.
seen. I've never. I think this is an American thing because I've never even heard of anyone in the UK, but I've seen videos on Reddit about it.
I want to see it in the wild. Well, that would require me to go grocery shopping.
So
Never mind. Fuck that.
This robot, I'm linking the article. It is like the most useless robot ever. It's this big thing that goes around grocery stores called Marty the robot.
Oh yeah.
Except it doesn't clean anything. If it detects a spill, it'll just like make a siren to notify some minimum wage worker to come clean it. So it's like what $55,000 for a robot to tell you where something is spilled.
The title of that article is so fucking funny.
Marty, the grocery store robot, is a glimpse into our hellish future.
Stop them so we can shop in peace.
Yeah, it says Marty does a whole lot of nothing. He's advertised as an aisle sweeping superhero, but it's simply a messenger that shouts about a problem until a human comes and removes whatever the hazard may be.
So we're working for the robot.
That's so funny.
He's like our overlord now. He's like, human, you spilled.
Can you imagine? Like you're a minimum wage employee at a grocery store. You hate your job. It's grueling. You get paid nothing. Hey, we're introducing a robot. Little bit of help. This is great. It's gonna berate. It's gonna call you a retard when someone drops eggs until you go over there and sweep it up under the watchful eye of Marty. Like this is
that's nonsense.
Not good. That's what it is. That's what it says in the thing.
Should I read the article a bit to you? Like, I thought it washed the floor. The unimpressed mystery shopper can be heard saying, well, I've got a husband to tell me there's a mess, she considered. She continued, delivering a burn to both her husband and Marty. It's not really doing much of anything besides getting in the way, an employee told Mackenzie. That's great.
I wonder how much it cost.
$55,000.
Oh my God.
Yeah. They should take the
Give
vacuums out of Roombas.
$55,000. I'll fucking walk around and tell you, yeah, miss a spot.
Woo, 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 woo. You don't even clean it. You just yell at them. I'm saving money. They pay me $54,000 a year.
What robot would be useful in your life? Like if you could have a robot that did something for you, what would it do?
Like some sort of chef robot where you could like arrange ingredients and be like what I would like, and then like on the back you got like a panel and then it just does it for you. That'd be sick.
A chef robot,
like a robot, yeah, like one of those like you just feed it material and it spits something out, or even like just one that puts it into enough portions so you can do it would be better. That's got to be possible. Just dividing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure that could be done. I don't know about keeping it clean. I just want like the full from the 50s sci-fi robot, the big bulky cocksucker with arms with a chef hat on, inexplicably like chopping stuff up.
That's what I was picturing also. If I have a robot, I want it to have legs.
One idea, but Kyle's idea of a big bulky cocksucker sounds better.
Yeah.
My original idea was a Roomba that mows the yard.
That exists.
They have that.
They have those for pussy yards.
They have those for pussy yards.
Yeah, no, I've looked into it. They're pretty expensive, but not like super. Like, look, if it was $7,000 or something, I'd buy it. But it's $7,000 and they're battery operated, and they do like 1/10 of an acre. Like, get out of here. That's not what I need.
I think, and I may be wrong about this. Maybe I dreamt this or something, or just saw like one of those like Black Mirror episodes. I think I've seen combines like in big industrial combines that like are like, you know, like
autonomous.
Autonomous, and they're like, you know, like in those big wheat fields or cornfields or whatever, just doing that job. So if that can be automated, I'm sure your yard could be like.
I'm pretty sure the combines still have a person sitting in it. You know, making sure that it's GPS operated, so they just do all that, and they do it better than a person would typically. But it's still smart to have some dude be like, "Whoa, dog in front of us."
Your wildest dreams are insanely boring. That you go, I would like something that exists but with a bigger battery. My ultimate robot.
I don't know. I jumped on the cocksucking robot pretty quickly. I feel like
that exists as well. I thought, doesn't that exist?
Yeah, but not big jacked ones.
Here it is.
He wants his robot to.
Oh my goodness! This thing that he linked is a demonstration of pussy lawn mowing robot.
Oh, this isn't here. This is legit. This is from 2017. It's called the world's first harvest by autonomous combine.
Oh,
it is a bitch made combine. I'll say that. Like this looks like a European combine. Like they're harvesting enough wheat for this guy's extended family or something like that. But like the combines where I'm from are like almost like $1 million piece of machinery. But this thing looks like it could do some work. You have to kind of skip forward to like actually watch it do its thing, but still, it's an autonomous combine.
This thing, Zach Link, is good for less than 1 acre.
Yeah, 0.9 acres, and that's the absolute best they can claim.
Yeah, that's their claim.
Oh, well, hang on, it's only $4,000.
Yeah, for 0.9 acres, that's horrible.
I would have figured
it needs 14 of them. It's in California,
well, all right, so it won't work in your house, but like the average like city dweller, like my yard's small. Like I don't have an acre. No, I don't have an acre here. And I pay I think I pay $45 a week to like have a guy come and just do the edging and mowing and trim the bushes.
So it would pay itself,
like 80 months. So
80 months. By the time it pays itself off, it's so obsolete. There's no point in even having it anymore. I'm surprised you picked a mowing one, Woody. Like maybe I'm like foisting my own belief onto you, but I've always thought like, yeah, Woody, he's a very like Hank Hill guy with his lawn. He enjoys going out there with his toys, with his tools, taking care of it.
There was a time when that was true. Woody can correct me if I'm wrong. That was his hobby 3 or 4 years ago. When he had first like become a country boy. Country boy Woody. He was like an episode of Green Acres. He was like, I got land. I'm so surprised you didn't start gardening like on a large scale. I really expected you to start planting corn and potatoes and like tomatoes and stuff and like have a big garden going. I'm shocked you never did it.
Like I really am.
So Kyle's on target a little bit here. I actually heavily considered the potato thing because the harvesting equipment that does it is the coolest. Like you drag it behind a tractor and it just pulls up all the potatoes, separates them from the dirt, and like it's pretty neat. But I guess I enjoy mowing. I have to mow this weekend, but it can also be a bit. Usually I like it once I get going, but there's other shit wrapped around it that's not as much fun.
There's setup. You know, you got to get there and start greasing the grease points. And
I don't like greasing. I love
greasing.
Opening the barn door and filling it up with fuel and all that. But once and I don't like the detail work, like around the edges of my yard. You have to be careful exactly where you're going. But once you're past that, and I'm just doing sort of mindless circles in the middle, listening to songs or audiobook, then it gets good.
That was one of my jobs when I was really young, was like hitting all the grease points on the tractors and the equipment. And we didn't have one of those electric grease guns. We had the hand pumped one. And for those who don't know, you've basically got these little metal nipples all over this piece of machinery. And you like attach this thing to the nipple and you pump it, and it pumps this thick grease. Like I don't even know what to describe it as. It's incredibly thick grease. And it like pumps it into that nipple until it like squeegees out from the other points. To grease the bearings and stuff, and it's kind of satisfying to do. You're like, oh, I bet it's slippery in there now.
I have a battery operated one. It's by Milwaukee, and when I used the kind that Kyle used, I didn't like it. Like, it is a task to sort of hold it on there and pump it at the same time. This is boring, but if the hose going to the nipple is flexible, then it wants to pop off. If it's rigid, then you have to pump it while also holding it steady because it's easy to pry it off. It's a task. You want the battery one.
Yep.
But if you could remove lawn mowing for me or make it a want to do instead of a have to do, I think that'd be nice.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think I don't know what I would like one that just fucking kept my house clean. My house is a goddamn disaster. It's just so messy right now. It needs to be cleaned up. I've got a friend coming over this.
So you have things you have decisions to be made, right? Like, this needs to be put away. This needs to be declared as trash. That's the kind of mess you have, right?
I'm just messy. Like I let things get out of hand really quickly because I do live alone and there's no one to shame me. So unless somebody's coming over, and even if somebody's coming over, I can kind of like slide the mess to one side, or like, we just won't turn the lights on in that room over there. Or like,
that is such a third grader way to handle
I'm like fucking Adam Sandler in Big Daddy, just like putting a newspaper on top of vomit.
Yeah. But I'm sure it's not filth. It's just clutter.
Not filth. It's clutter. It's like
big difference.
It's just like stuff like these empty bottles. Like they're just there's like 6 of them on this desk. You know,
it's not
1,
so
2,
much.
3, 4.
Our house is like that too much as well. Mm-hmm. And like, there's some little. Okay, so we have big dogs, and my wife moves things around with carts, like laundry and stuff. The trim where the hardwood floor meets the baseboards sometimes gets knocked out of place. I had like 6 of them built up that I needed to. They grab a little nail gun and put them back in place. I bet it's been over 2 years of this like task waiting for me to do it. We have someone coming over next week. I did all of it. We have another little trim on a piece of furniture. I fixed that today. I fixed something else the other day. I'm just like tidying up these little maintenance items that I let accumulate because I don't want to be shamed.
And the other part is like, I'm moving fairly soon. So it's like, I kind of just want to do one big clean. You know what I mean? It's like, nobody's coming over here that'll judge me anyway. Like if ladies come over, I can just guide them down the hallway into the bedroom and then right back out again. Like, they don't need to see.
Usually we don't put on the blindfold when we're still in the garage. Shut
up. My garage was full. I've started the process of getting rid of cardboard boxes. Like when I get those normal Amazon boxes, I burn those right away. But I had the cardboard boxes that my like 80-inch TV came in. The cardboard boxes that both of my beds came in. Like these big, thick, heavy-duty ones.
How long have they been out there? Like, you've had that TV for years.
Years. They're just in the garage. You know, I park one car in there and a motorcycle.
Box for moving, or will it not move?
It's not. No, it's like thin and like narrow. Like it. Oh, you mean to put the TV back in?
I would think that if you had that box and you knew the move was coming, it might be worth keeping.
If I had all the styrofoam that like went around it, probably, but I think that's long gone. They make these special moving boxes for like nice televisions. They're a little expensive, but I think I'm gonna like spend the $150 just to guarantee my TV makes it to where I'm going. Because I don't know, I think it was like $3,000 or $4,000. It wasn't one of those $1 million like wall TVs that I drool over every time I see. Have you seen those $1 million televisions they have now?
I can't imagine.
They're incredible.
What are they up to now?
They are gigantic. Like they stopped measuring in inches. It's
they measure in square feet.
Yeah, it's enormous. Like it's like a movie theater, but it's like
what should I Google?
A new one just came out the other day that was literally like maybe $15 million or something like that. Like search like world's largest television or something. I don't know. I think Philips might make it, but there's a couple different models, and one of them is around $1 million, and it alone looks like the little screens at like the movie theaters. It's crazy big. But yeah, I went out and I took all those boxes the other night, and they wouldn't even fit in my little burn pit, so I just put them on the stone. And
can you just drag them out to your street?
There it is. That's it.
Oh.
Look at that.
Wow.
Look at that child. He's gonna run up and put his hands on it right away.
Oh,
that
man,
looks
what a cool
better than a
child.
projector. Because a projector could not live in a room with that much lighting.
This isn't a real photo, right? I can't even tell.
It is almost certainly a rendering.
The people are animated, Taylor.
Man, I need new glasses so bad. I keep telling myself. I was driving my wife home from something like a weekend ago, like Saturday night, and like I got like onto the highway before I'm like, oh, these lights are wild. Like every single light is just a giant crucifix because of my astigmatism. I'm like white knuckling. Like I probably shouldn't be driving at night right now.
Yeah. So when you wear glasses, like these are your regular, I don't know. When you wear your regular glasses, like you would for driving, can you read in them?
During the day, yeah, easily. At night, not as well.
Do you have separate glasses for reading?
No. These are my everything glasses. Yeah.
You just have everything glasses.
I have a question.
Yeah. What's up?
If you're completely without your glasses and contacts, how would you fare in a fist fight?
Oh, really bad. Like
interesting.
Like I would get like one hit would knock my glasses off, and then like I would start to panic.
No, you're starting without them.
Oh, there's like
I'm
right
attacking
now,
you in the dead of night.
I'm 2 feet from my monitor. I can't see any of the 3 of your facial features at all.
Oh.
It's just a blur. Actually, I can see. I can't tell if I can see.
I'm wearing glasses.
That's what I was going to say. I can tell you're wearing glasses, but
maybe this is absurd. How many fingers? Oh shit!
It looked like 3, but there was a bleed out, and so I was thinking 4.
Yeah, I was trying to.
Yeah, he was holding them close together.
By, like,
I don't mean to brag,
together.
but I knew right away.
Yeah,
right away. Not without your glasses. You would because you still have good eyes.
Goodness.
Yeah, my eyes are shit.
I have faith that there's going to be some LASIK for you down the road, even though you have the thin corneas.
I hope so, man. That would be. I've looked forward to LASIK for so long. I really hope I get it someday.
If here's a bit of technology that I hope happens in the future. What about some sort of an ocular implant? What if they could put a robot eye in you?
That's sick.
It involved taking your eye out. You couldn't it's not like a contact lens.
Oh, not his awful shitty eyes.
Well, no, I don't.
He's like one of those guys with the little flipper, and they're like, we have the new robot arm 3000, sir. And he's like, but my flipper arm, you have to take it off.
How am I going to make messes at restaurants? I mean, but I wouldn't want to do both eyes. Like we all know how like the cyborg look looks cool because you have the point of comparison. The same reason I don't like.
You want it to glow red like the Terminator?
Yeah, I want one like cool implant eye that makes me look threatening. My mouth. Yes.
You need something around it, or like just at least a scar going right diagonally.
You want to literally be Kano.
Yeah, I want the bad haircut too. Like
terrible haircut.
I don't know about the chest, the Iron Man thing, but yeah, a bionic eye.
Dude, that's how Jackie cuts my hair once a month. That's how well my fade goes.
I would definitely go left eye because my left eye is my bad eye, and I'd get that optimized. I would want some form of aggression available too. Like I want it to be able to shoot something, or even if it's not like a harmful laser, like I could point in something. I'll be like, look at that over there.
It's just a laser point.
You can't start fires or anything. But
I just like go to hockey games and distract the opposing goalie. You can't kick me out. That's ableism, idiot. And it's like, yeah,
get himself like in trouble with the FAA.
So
there's Taylor had this skit, not a skit, but he was doing a bit sort of where he realized that one of his eyes was just a total freeloader, and he said it with this like enthusiasm and sort of like a funny inflection that it burns into my head whenever like I'm trying to read my phone and I'm like, no, you're worse. Total freeloader. Like you play for me whenever my one eye is not carrying its weight.
Yeah, my left eye is just there for looks and for depth perception, I guess.